You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.
So I know you're probably going to find this cringy.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
The headline reads, Woman Marries Former Teacher.
Gross. You got to be at least 2 decades apart then, right?
Who is 40 years her senior.
40 years her senior? He could be her grandfather.
She was so into her teacher back in the day that she eventually married him. Jeez. So she's 22.
So she's a baby herself.
Guess what her profession is? This doesn't surprise me.
Is she a teacher too?
What are most people doing at 22? Especially the ones that have no career and don't know what they're doing.
She's a content creator, right?
Yeah, she's a social media influencer.
Oh my gosh, that's so broad.
This video's gone viral, which is what she does, so it should go viral. Whether she did this for her,
You know she did.
You think so?
Everything you do, anytime that you say that you're a social media influencer or content creator, everything you do has a purpose to get more attention to you.
She's gone viral because she married her former teacher who is 38 years older than her.
Oh my gosh.
She obviously met her. This sounds weird.
Chris, I'm 38. So that means my future spouse, in her case, is just being born this year. Like, that is creepy as heck to me.
She met her husband when he was her high school teacher.
What
she
class?
Says, yeah.
Was he the gym teacher?
I have no idea.
Was he the English teacher?
I'm thinking probably history.
Was he the math teacher?
She says she married him for his, what do you think?
His smarts.
Intellect.
Yeah, because he's got 40 years on you, girl.
And values. Doesn't say anything about his 401k or pension.
Well, that's a value. That has a value, doesn't it? His values. He's old. Now, granted, I am very happy with my husband, he's older than I am. And I do appreciate that from you.
I don't know how you scored that one, man.
Just
that wisdom in those 10 years.
You got some years on me, and I really appreciate it. It comes through. But however, I couldn't imagine that this would be like me dating you're marrying like one of your parents, like a grandparent.
Just think about it this way. I'm 10 years up on doing stupid things, Chelsea.
Yeah.
And learning from them.
It just starts to level out a little bit.
So a lot of people online are basically tearing into her.
Of course.
Saying she's a joke, she's a fraud.
Yeah. She wants attention.
They actually question the relationship. Did it really even happen? Did they just get married for the... Like he's going to know anything about what a social media influencer is.
How old is he now? He'd be retired, right? I mean, he'd be long retired.
So if she's 22, he's 38 years older. That's 60 years old.
Oh, yeah. She's gunning for the pension.
Obviously, maybe he didn't teach math class. I think she probably failed that because numbers, they're just not add up here.
Ugh.
She says it's all about love, and people can call her a gold digger all they want. But
how much money is he making as a teacher?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm sure the investments back in the day, maybe she's looking at that. I don't know. Anyway, it begs the question. We've done this before in the show.
Wow.
I want to start a new search.
Wow.
What's the biggest and greatest gap of a relationship that you know of?
I know that we've got a few out there because last time we asked this, there were some people, our listeners, that 20, 30 years difference.
That's a lot.
I want to hear it.
All right.
And I'll do my best not to judge because love is great, but
320-656-9453. Biggest age gaps you know. Is it in your family? Maybe it's somebody else that you know. You can also text us as well. We'll dive into some calls and read your texts. We'll do that coming up next with Chris and Chelsea. All right, the search is on. What's the bigged age gap for a couple that you know?
Oof.
I guess they don't have to be married. Maybe they were together for the longest time.
Mary Beth just texted me. She's like, my husband and I have 22 years. 22 years difference, and we've been married for 20 years.
Obviously, as you get older, it's more acceptable and not as weird, right?
Yeah, 100%. I would say once you're in your, 20s is kind of boo. But I think once you get in your 30s, the ages become closer, a little bit more similar.
Is it different if the guy is younger? Like, remember I told you that dentist that I dated, she was almost 20 years older than me.
Gosh,
I was just 22 and she was almost 40.
Hot take, you dated a lot of older women and now you've gone way younger and it's more successful for you to go younger. I'm just going to say that. But
I hit the jackpot, didn't I, Chelsea?
You sure did, and that's what Dr. Phil told you to. But I'm going to say, as an older woman, if you're dating younger, oh my gosh, I'm going to get some heat for this, but I think it's so that they can kind of train them that they're younger.
But guys don't mature until way older. It's not going to
true,
work.
and that's why it would never work for me because I don't want to do that.
320-656-9453. A lot of texts already rolling in. We got people on hold now. Laura, you're up first. What's the biggest age difference you know?
Okay, well, I used to work with her, and I think she just turned 30, and she met this guy through Facebook, and he is 63,
Woo.
and she married him last month.
Whoa.
I was like, you're dating somebody that's older than my dad.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, he's almost my grandpa's age. My grandpa is 70.
You're probably not friends with her anymore after that comment either.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just don't care. Some people say age is just a number, but those are the people that are probably doing that.
Right. Oh, gosh, that's really rough. Mary just texted. She's like, we've got 15 years between us, my man and I. She's like, I really appreciate that.
Okay. I mean, 10 years with us, I don't even bat an eye at that. It's not a big deal.
At first, it was kind of...
It's not like I was 28 and you were 18. That's weird.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. You and I had already been like married and divorced before, so I think that really changed it too. We just had a lot of things that we just viewed things.
I'm
the
guessing
same.
it probably wouldn't have worked.
Oh, I joke all the time. If I met you, if I was younger, I would have hated you.
Like if you were never married and then I've been married twice and
Yeah.
divorced twice,
Yikes.
I probably wouldn't be asking you.
Yeah, I don't know. But that would really change the dynamic. That's a whole other different duck pond.
Kendra, your parents have a pretty big age gap. Tell us about it.
My mother was 40 years old and dated a man who was 80, and they had my little brother. He's now 23 years old.
Wow, that's a big gap right there. Where did she meet him at?
He used to work with my mother's father when they were young, and she knew him all her life growing up. And when she was 40 and he was 80, they started dating.
Ugh.
And he died of old age. I think he was 86 years old.
Yeah.
How'd he die? Old age? You know what? 40 and 80. There's no way that people are going to say that's not a gold digging situation. I am sorry. There's no way a 40-year-old should be into an 80-year-old.
I would say it's very like what could you possibly have in common? I get more cringy
It's not as old, wrinkly.
when I see teenagers and even like teens with somebody who's in their 20s and 30s. Like that is so cringy to me. So cringy because at those stages in your life, you're at very different places.
That's true.
Not every situation's the same, but I would say generally it's just not a good thing.
So we have a lot more people that want to share their stories of the biggest age gap that they know. A lot of texts are still coming in as well.
Wow.
So we'll dive into more of those coming up next with Chris and Chelsea. We're talking about age gaps. What's the largest one you know between a couple? 320-656-9453 with Chris and Chelsea. John, you have an age gap with your wife. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, my wife and I are 20 years apart. I am the older. She was out with a group of her friends. I was out with a group of my friends. She kind of made some eyes at me. I made eyes back. We said hello. We had a great conversation. We started laughing about our age difference. And the next thing you know, we're on our first date. And now here we are married.
All right, well, I guess it can happen then.
See, it does work out. I don't think that this is the norm. I'd be curious at do you have similar hobbies? Do you do some of the same things together? Like what in the world?
It also depends on where the person is mentally. Do they mentally, if they're 40, do they mentally still feel like a 23-year-old?
Yeah.
That plays a big difference.
And I know a lot of times it's kind of like it's that instant family, right? So like when you're with somebody with that big of an age gap, I mean, you're either going to become a grandma right away or a mom or dad right away.
Well, it's tough. In my first marriage, I was probably 26 at the time.
Yeah.
And I just got let go from a job. And I didn't really know what I was doing with my career and my life. And I was just lost.
Yes.
And I met this girl, now my girl's mom, obviously.
Yeah.
And she had two boys. Mm-hmm. And they were probably 6 and 9 at the time.
Yeah.
And I married her, and I became a stepdad at the age of 26. Was I ready? Heck no.
So much. And then the girls followed right after that. So then you became a dad to 4 kids
Right.
in just a couple years' time.
That's true.
And the kids are growing.
Is it what I planned? No, but life generally doesn't work that way anyway.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Carrie, you're up next. What's your story? Age gaps.
I'm 13 years old, and my mom is 38, and my dad is 61. They're 23 years apart.
Whew.
Some people think that my dad's my grandpa sometimes. I'm just like, nope, that's my dad. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Oof.
Kind of awkward.
See, the
Yeah.
thing is, my dad got remarried, and he had my sister,
Yep.
Rachel.
Yep.
I mean, at an older age, and a
Super young.
lot of people said that too. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like my dad looks that old, but
No.
he had gray hair when she graduated high school, and he was in his 60s. You know,
We had a classmate, his dad was in his 70s when we were in middle school. And it was the same thing. And then, unfortunately, like, your lifespan, the average lifespan is 75. So
Right.
there's that to think about, too. I see a lot of these celebrities that are in their 80s having kids. I'm like, they will never
Right.
know who you are when they grow up. It's so sad.
Ben, you're up next. Tell us about an age gap.
Yeah, my parents are actually 36 years apart.
Ooh.
Funny story, my father was my mom's best friend's dad in high school. So, but my grandma said that there was no greater love than that.
All right.
Oh.
Well, thanks for the call. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
Ben. 36 years apart.
Man.
A lot of 30s, some 40s, some 20-year aparts.
Some say age is just a number. And I think about it. You know, I know some adults too that they still seem like kids. Age is just a number. It's just a state of mind. And if that person makes you happy, then I guess that's what matters.
That's right.
It's time now for Chris and Chelsea's Animal Stories.
So I saw this story earlier today. This has actually made national news. It kind of choked me and teared me up a little bit.
Then I'm really going to lose it.
So Chelsea's really going to lose it, and Chelsea's probably going to cry. You have the tissues over there, right?
No, I think Brian Riley had all the sniffles. Hang on.
I'm going to find some.
Do you have one?
I don't know. I think we're going to need them, though. I
Oh,
guarantee
hang on.
it.
I got a napkin here. One second.
So,
I'm
this is really a cool story. It's sad, but it's really a cool story. And it's about a few beloved dogs. So, Chelsea, why don't you dive into it here?
Some days, being a pet parent means joy, laughter, and tail wags, unconditional love. And then there are days like this. In Sparks, Nevada, there was a family facing the kind of goodbye no one is ever ready for. Their two dogs, Raven and Bruno, weren't just pets. They're family, best friends, and constants. And I'm crying already. Both were sick, both were old, and both were nearing the end. And on one of the hardest days of their lives, the family wanted to give them one last moment of happiness. Oh, you are awful for this. So the dad made a phone call, not to a vet, not to a friend. He called Outback Steakhouse.
Out of all the places to call, why an Outback Steakhouse? This is really cool.
I'm so mad at you for this.
We're not even halfway through the story yet.
I know. Okay, so Daisy's 14 and a half, and I would do this for her. So he told the other person on the other end of the line the truth. He said that for Raven and for Bruno, this was their last meal. And what happened next is why this story matters. The employees didn't rush him. They didn't treat it like just another order. They felt it. They comped the meal. And when the system wouldn't allow more, one employee quietly pulled out his own credit card, and they paid the rest of himself. No cameras, no attention, no expectation, just kindness. Because sometimes people don't need food, they need compassion. And later the family wrote to the restaurant and said their kindness made one of the most devastating days of our lives just a little bit more bearable. Raven and Bruno crossed the Rainbow Bridge shortly after their wonderful last meal from the Outback Steakhouse. But because of one selfless act, their final moments were filled with love and dignity and really good steak. And maybe that's the reminder today that even in the darkest moments, kindness still matters. That's today's Animal Stories.
See? I know it's a sad ending.
Crap.
It's going to happen at some time, but this is totally something that you would do for Daisy, and a lot of people would do for their animals. Their last meal, what do they love the most? You get it for them, And then you totally expect to pay for it, obviously.
Yeah.
But then the person understands what you're going through on the other end of the line, and just that compassion right there.
They didn't expect that. Like, they wanted to go full out for their babies, and then for the employees to be like, we'll take care of this, and then whatever they couldn't comp, they just grabbed the rest.
Right.
That's amazing. I love people.
My eyes are watering because I just yawned, just so you know. You're the crier.
I love this.
Anybody else crying like Chelsea right now? Animal Stories is not designed to make you cry every single time, but Chelsea's just over emotional when it comes to animal stories, which is why we created this feature. So hopefully you like it as much as she did.
It's beautiful.
So we'll have to take a few minutes and she'll regain her composure and we'll come back. It's been another round of animal stories with Chris and Chelsea. So this particular food actually makes your breath smell worse, but it makes you smell better.
Oh.
You probably know what it is.
It's not onions, is it?
It's garlic.
Garlic. Oh, how does that make you smell better? They say that there's even been restaurants in certain places that do not serve garlic because it'll make your breath smell so bad that it's unappealing to others.
But it'll make you smell more attractive.
What?
This
How?
is based on science, by the way, too, so we're just not making this up.
Uh-huh.
So you've heard what you eat affects your body odor in certain ways, right?
Yes, yep.
Because what happens is when you digest something, it goes through your system. It either emits out your mouth or other areas, obviously, or through your skin.
Okay.
So gases are going to escape between one of those 2 or 3 ways, right?
Right, okay.
And the rest works through your bloodstream and comes out in the form of sweat.
Okay.
Where bacteria turns into smells.
Yeah.
And if you eat a lot of garlic, that's going to be basically coming out your pores. And they did a full the reason I bring this up, this is kind of weird. I know
so
it sounds weird.
we want our men to smell like garlic toast. We want them to smell like pizzerias.
They put they got a bunch of women in this room and they wanted to put this to the test, right? So they asked a bunch of women where they found these ladies. I have no idea. They were asked.
They like Italian food.
To sniff a bunch of men's worn armpit pads. Not the actual armpits, but these guys had these pads in their armpits and they worked out and they sweat into them, right? So then for some reason, I don't know how much they paid these ladies. They came in and they gave these a whiff, right?
Uh-huh.
And they rated those who ate a lot of garlic as a lot more attractive. It's science. It's just what it is. So garlic is not a bad thing. And you know, what's my favorite sauce that I have?
Spicy garlic.
Spicy garlic.
And I can't resist it.
You can't resist me.
But
that is why.
No, I can't resist the sauce.
Oh, okay.
Well, on YouTube. I mean, we're married. But, ew, Chris, these are people sniffing other people's armpits and deciding that they're attracted to them or not.
Hey, it's for science. Do you think they told them they're actually sniffing armpit juice? Or do you think they just said, sniff this and tell me what you think?
Gosh, this is just weird.
What do you think they were sniffing?
This is just weird. I don't know.
Wouldn't the deodorant the guys had on, like, mask the scent, though?
Does this work for dogs, too? Like, a lot of people, because I noticed, those canines from the canine units, they really like Daisy. And is it because she smells like peanut butter, do you think?
Probably.
Because she has peanut butter treats every day. Is that what was getting them riled up?
She eats more peanut butter than most dogs. Her protein intake is off.
It's immaculate.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So could it be? I don't know. Like, garlic is good. I don't mind garlic. I think it makes a lot of things better in my opinion.
But there are certain people, they're like, gosh, I can't remember where this was at, but they said no red onion, no garlic. Like, they refuse to serve those foods. I think it's at award shows like the Oscars or something. They omit garlic and red onion and another one because they don't want to smell that on people's breaths because it's so offensive.
Can't they just do some mouthwash or something or go brush their teeth?
At the Oscars?
Oh, I don't know.
In a $50,000 gown, but probably not.
Why don't they put that in that bougie prize pack that they give everyone? Give them a couple of sticks of gum in there, maybe some Tic Tacs.
Or could you imagine us doing our vows again and I just ate a whole thing of garlic? Would that have made you said yes more, or would you have wrinkled your nose?
They didn't do this study and ask guys to sniff girls' armpit pads. It was the other way around, Chelsea. So I have no idea if that's accurate or not. I think it just works on guys. So I'm just saying it is. I like garlic, and that's probably why you're with me.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
You got it.
I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay.
So knowing you as well as I do, and actually sharing a bed with you. Mm-hmm. Promiscuous, I know.
We're married, you dork. You don't even know what that word means.
Sleeping less than this many hours can actually shorten your lifespan. This is actually new research. This came out that's based on science, obviously.
And this is why I worry about you.
Well, you've read these things my whole life. I've seen these things. Oh, you need to get this many hours a night.
Yep.
You need to get this many hours a night. If you get less than this, you get blah, blah, blah.
My sister and I have this theory, and it's called Get Your 8. And so if she and I are talking late at night or whatever, she's like, I got to catch my 8. And then she signs off.
Should it be less as you get older or less as a younger person?
See, and I know a lot of adults that I've worked with in their 60s, 70s, even in their 80s. They either get a ton of sleep, like 12 hours of sleep, or they only get like 6 and they operate just fine. But I need at least 8 hours of sleep.
Well, it's a good thing we don't do mornings anymore because that really screwed with our schedule.
Well, I used to go to bed then at like 7 o'clock at night. I had no social life, none.
I could never go to bed that early just because in my head, I'm like, it's still light out. It's still this. So I may go to bed at 8. But I don't fall asleep probably till 10. Then what, you got to get up at 4 o'clock? That's 6 hours of sleep. It was killing me.
Yeah.
Sleeping less than 7 hours can shorten your lifespan. And this is based on new research.
Yeah.
And it suggests that not getting enough sleep can have serious health consequences like heart disease and diabetes even.
That makes sense to me because think about it, all right? So you stay up until 11. That means you're waking up at 6 a.m. or earlier, and then you run all day until 11 o'clock at night, and then you only shut down for a few hours. I get this. Sleep is when your body restores itself and heals itself to get you ready for the next day.
It's recommended that grown adults, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for optimum health.
Yeah.
And I know that's a tall task for a lot of people, especially parents, if you have littler kids.
I love sleep.
They're waking you up whenever they wake up, whatever that may be.
That's fair.
They don't want to go to bed early because that's what kids do,
I
right?
know people hate the comparison, but it's the reality I live in. So with my 2 senior dogs, I am not sleeping a full uninterrupted. You do. I do not sleep a full uninterrupted 8 hours a night. I am up probably 2 to 3 times a night with them.
I slept a lot better without animals. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm surprised. Do you even hear her when she's? I hear her as soon as she shakes her collar, and I'm like, oh, gotta get up. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a mess.
I think what I did is I totally tuned that out. I just don't hear it anymore.
Yeah. How does that feel? So that's why I stay in bed until I get my full 8.
So 9 hours, that's almost impossible for the average adult. If let's say you have the basic 9 to 5 job, you get up at 7 o'clock, 7:30 probably.
Yeah.
And then you have to get to bed by what? Do you have to be in bed by 10 o'clock?
I know that I was told when I was younger to not wake my parents up, to let them sleep. So we've learned to be how kids can get up right away. They zip like our niece. She's amazing. She can run on like 4 hours of sleep and she's up and to the races. So she's kind of learned to occupy yourself, in your room until it's ready to get up and go time.
Why is it back when you were younger, we'd fight and struggle as much as we could with our parents that I'm not going to bed at 9. I'm not when I grow up, I'm never going to bed at 9 o'clock.
Staying up as late as I want.
Now, here I am. 9 o'clock is late for me. I'm like, I just don't want to go to bed later than, or at least
naps,
lay down.
Naps. I'm like all day. Nap is one of my favorite hobbies. I love to nap.
So I hope to 10 to 6, 10 to 7 is what I shoot for. I know we're probably lucky getting that. Thanks for getting up with the dogs and letting them out so I can enjoy my REM sleep, Chelsea.
And your face is glowing thanks to the added sleep. You look exceptionally wonderful this Monday.
It's because of you and the dogs. Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh, you're welcome.
So I've heard of, obviously, cats having hairballs. Not really dogs. They don't spit up hairballs, do they?
Thank God. No, they do other things because cats are the worst, man.
They lick themselves a lot.
Yep, they're grooming themselves, and then you can't digest fur, and so it's got to come up somehow.
Like cats do it to clean themselves, obviously. They're very clean creatures.
They are.
For the most part. I've had a long-haired cat one time that wasn't very clean.
Oh, yeah, especially on the back. Well, I couldn't blame her.
Some are just not good when they got the long hair,
I know.
Maybe they weren't taught.
Yeah.
I don't know if they need to learn or if it's just instincts.
And then that's why I shaved Roxy. He was my domestic lawn care, so I gave him the Lion King haircut, where you leave his legs alone, the tip of his tail alone, and his head alone, but everything else gets shaved down.
Well, that's got to look weird. Did he get made fun of?
No, he looked cool.
Oh, okay. Well.
What, the other cats are teasing him and making fun of him?
You never know.
It's a lot easier than him barfing up hairballs.
You ever heard of a human coughing up a hairball? Or not coughing it up, having a hairball?
This is gross.
It is kind of gross. There was a massive hairball that was removed from a 9-year-old girl.
Okay, I'm just trying not to throw up.
It was a 3-foot hairball from the girl's stomach.
Sweet Cheez-Its. What'd she do? Eat the whole cat?
Ask me how it got there.
I don't want to know how to get there.
She's been eating hair for years.
Oh, this is a psychological disorder, isn't it? Or was she hungry? Did they find her in the woods and this is how she was surviving?
There's a lot of things I would eat. I think hair would be near the bottom of the list.
I've known some people who have chewed on their hair, nervous habit. Yeah.
So their hair, it's okay. But other people, like the fact of having other people's hair in my mouth is one of the most disgusting things I could imagine.
These are other people's hair?
I have no idea. I'm not going to go asking questions.
She's not like, this is how she's grooming herself?
I don't care about the story that much.
Poor little girl.
I just saw it and I've never heard of anything like this before.
3 feet?
So the hair caused a life-threatening blockage.
You think?
Obviously.
It's a cat in her stomach.
Because I don't think you can really pass that much hair, right?
Once it gets too much.
Caught in your system.
Ugh.
She had a complex surgery that led to immediate pain relief. Apparently, it was very painful after you eat so much hair.
Well, yeah. You ever eat like too much pizza? This is 1,000 times worse than that.
Well, pizza and hair are two different things, Chelsea.
That's my point exactly. This had to have been awful.
So you're saying it's a phobia. It's a thing. People that gnaw on hair?
This is what's a psychological, and it's not a fear. It's not fear of hair, and so you're eating it. It's definitely a psychological disorder, I would think.
So it's their own hair. They just kind of grab it and kind of stick it in their mouth, and they're like, oh,
yeah, and shoot, I don't know what she's. This is a lot of hair for her to consume.
Yeah.
Either that or she's like a new barbarian and she's just eating everything.
Well,
but
that much hair, it's like she's hanging out at a hair salon and just freaking licking up the floor.
I would be, like the little vacuum on the floor. They thought that would be the, versus like a broom.
Anyway, so the moral of the story, if you know anybody who likes to eat hair, tell them not to because it could potentially kill them. So, yeah, there's the gross thing to start out the day.
Oh, I hope this isn't going to happen again.
I hope not, too. All right, Chelsea, they're at it again.
What now?
People fighting online, losing their minds.
They're losing it over things that people say that others just automatically get offended by or just lose their bleep.
Okay, lose their stuff. All right.
Like what's something that you believe in, but others are like they're gonna die on the hill for it. For example.
Oh boy.
For example, having a dog or a cat does not make you a mom.
I was just thinking about that the other day because I got this thrown in my face at Mother's Day or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was, my sister kind of threw down like, well, yeah, you never gave birth to a child, so you're not a mom. And I was just like, whoa, we're not stepping in that. We're not stepping in that at all.
I guess you could be a dog or a cat mom. Even then, it has the word mom in it that's going to offend people. People are going to question when you say that.
They get so mad, but I don't throw that out there. I know that there are differences, but, it's also kind of mean.
Other things that irk people whenever it's said, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Shut up. Get out of here. Stop it. Just because it's meat in between bread. It's not even 2 slices of bread. It's in a bun.
The movie The Notebook is not that great.
That's fighting words. That's fighting words. That's a great movie.
Human beings are not meant to be monogamous.
I can't really argue with that one.
Okay.
I mean, it's good. Monogamy can be a good thing.
My daughter would get upset over this one. Chick-fil-A is overrated.
A lot of people say that.
Honestly, I kind of agree with that. I think it's good, but I think people put way too much hype.
And I love chicken. I think Happy Meals are one of the greatest things on earth.
The sitcom show The Office isn't funny.
It's not until
no, it's funny.
The second season? Go back because the first season was rough and I didn't actually laugh. Literally, I didn't laugh out loud until Stanley's episode with Pretzel Day.
Yeah.
That's when I started laughing. That's when I got into it. Otherwise, Michael Scott was a jerk.
Other things that you say where people will lose it. I don't like ranch on anything at all.
That's me. I don't like it I like it on salads, and that's really it. I don't believe that it's a condiment for pizza.
Oh, it's a condiment on everything.
I think that's disgusting.
Oh, it's great.
No.
Especially celery, carrots. Are you kidding me?
And it's okay with wings, to cool down your hot sauce, a little bit of ranch.
So what are things that are said where people automatically lose it? They can't, they have to speak up. They have to say something. 320-656-9453. We already have text coming
I got one.
of some good ones.
I got one that's loaded.
Continue the conversation. We'll do that coming up next with Chris and Chelsea. What's something that you truly believe, but when you tell someone, they look at you weird and maybe even want to fight you?
They're rolling in. Marie texts him, sleeping in separate beds is way more comfortable than sharing a bed with your partner.
It is. I agree with that.
She's like, shut up. She's like, cuddling's great, but I prefer having my own space at bedtime. She's like, I've slept apart from my husband for 20 years. It just keeps us happier and together.
For guys or gals that play fantasy football, having somebody say, I don't care about your fantasy football team, that hurts.
Ouch. That does hurt, man.
You should care because
there's a whole community out there.
We invest a lot into these leagues every single week to try to win a championship. And
yeah.
The fact that you can't acknowledge that hurts.
And it's painful when your team doesn't make playoffs and you have to continue to be invested.
Somebody said Target is just Walmart with better lighting.
Shut your mouth. Although, I do have to say, the designer... Target's clothes are pretty cute. The designer that worked for Target for years and years and years, they actually moved over to Walmart, and so Walmart had to glow up.
Somebody says, I don't like dogs.
Well, we can delete that one. Can't we? Dogs are people, too.
We're not blocking people. That's not the point of this segment. What are things that you say or believe in that irks other people?
Gary... He says, no one cares about your kids. I don't care about pictures, stories, updates. He's like, any reaction you get from me is 100% fake. He's like, I can barely tolerate my own nieces and nephews. He's like, nobody cares. No, just like when I'm showing people pictures of my dogs.
Honestly, yes. Most, I don't want to say most, there's a lot of people that think just like that, but they're never going to say it.
Obsessed. Or, oh my gosh. Okay, this is unpopular opinion, but Ashley just sexed us into the birth story. When you ask somebody, newborn mom, and they go through the entire birth story in great detail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just sounds miserable. But it's like a badge of honor too. So I don't know.
How about this? Once your kid hits 12 months or 1 year old,
yep,
we're not using months anymore.
Oh, my sister does.
We're not doing 16 months. We're not doing 18 months. We're not doing 20 months. We're doing whole numbers at that point. 1, 2, 3, please.
And that goes along with celebrating your half birthdays.
Jenny says, well done steak is the only way to eat it.
That's murder. That's criminal. Get the heck out of here with your hockey puck. It's already dead. You don't got to kill it. Linda says, people who celebrate Christmas way too early.
I agree with that.
That's your friend right there. Talk to the Grinch over there too. She's like, it should only be celebrated in December. Then all the decorations need to come down. You need to be done with it.
Devin says country music was better before it went pop. A lot of people feel that way.
I understand that.
It's a take. How about some certain bands? How about, I guess I'm going to ruffle some feathers. Mm-hmm. There's certain bands that I just don't care for.
Yep.
But everybody seems to love them that you talk to.
Yeah, I know. Like you hate the Rolling Stones and you hate the Doors, and I know.
I don't have anything against the Doors. Rolling Stones overrated.
They have a magazine about them. It's the top-rated selling magazine in the world that highlights music. Rolling Stones are incredible.
I need to keep going. I don't care about your Rolling Stones. I really don't. They have a few good songs, and that's about it.
A few good. Whoa.
Dave Matthews Band is overrated.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nickelback is better than most people think.
Okay, yeah. Chris is a hardcore Nickelback fan, but he can't stand the Rolling Stones.
Oh, come on. This is a judge-free zone we're sitting in
No,
right
I'm
here.
judging you. Peggy says alcohol has no place on an airplane. She's like, and people need to fully get dressed on airplanes. She's like, I'm sick and tired of seeing people in their pajamas out in public. Have some self-respect for the love of God.
Yeah.
Well, I just wish that she would articulate her opinion a little bit more strongly.
John's on my side here. Gender reveal parties are stupid.
Especially when they go wrong, right? Oh, gosh.
Jason says kids don't belong everywhere.
That I do agree with.
These are things that most people agree with, but they're not going to say just because they want to be politically correct.
Yep. This person says, leave my name out of it, Charles, because I know that you love Disney, but he's like, I can't stand. I said it was he. Can't stand Disney World or anything Disney. Can't stand it. My kids won't even see it either.
Just because it's tradition doesn't mean it's good.
I mean,
not everybody deserves a trophy.
Yeah.
Very true. We could go on for days with this. There's a lot of texts that are coming in right now.
This person also said, leave my name out of it. Can we stop forcing families to hang out? He's like, my family is nothing but drama. And people were shocked when I said I didn't spend Thanksgiving or Christmas with my family. I did my own thing. Fair. How many people force their spouse to go do things that they don't want to do, including family functions?
Jason says Star Wars peaked decades ago.
Oh, get out.
Kind of agree with
Baby Grogu? Come on.
Never been a big Star Wars guy. Marvel movies are all the same, says Tina.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's getting there.
All right, let's. You can keep them coming if you want. Maybe we should put this in social media since everybody.
Chrissy hates coffee.
What? Come on.
Hates coffee.
You can't hate coffee. Just don't like it.
Coffee loves you. There's a lot of people who just don't like coffee.
Mac and cheese is just okay. We need to stop. I'm starting to get irked over here with some of these things.
Oh, man.
Keep them coming if you want. Shoot us a text anytime, 320-656-9453. So one of my favorite reality shows is back on for a new season. I watched some episodes over the weekend. King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch.
Yes.
They deal with a lot of memorabilia and big auctions and primarily sports cards and just sports items. And I find it fascinating and interesting because
I
love dabbling in that. You never know what they're going to see or
what's going to pop. Because you've been in the baseball training cards. You know what? Was it Jake Paul that was on there? That's what grabbed my attention. I'm like, what is that bozo doing on there? But
was it the Pikachu that he hangs around his neck? That card worth $7 million?
Charizard, man. It was a diamond encrusted necklace that was worth millions of dollars. And it just fascinated me as serious collectors out there. There are people who will spend that kind of money.
One of the things they had on, which fascinated me, there was a Cheeto. It was a Charizard. Is that what they call it? I'm not into...
Charizard's the...
What do they call that game? Pokemon? I'm not really into the Charizards and the...
That's a little bit of my wheelhouse.
The Pikachu, whatever the heck it's called. So there was a Cheeto. Somebody found a Cheeto in a bag.
Yeah.
And it looked like a Charizard.
Wait, he's an orange lizard. He's an orange dragon.
It looked like a lizard.
That's hilarious.
So they had it cased. The thing, I think it made like $230,000. I'm like, who is buying a Cheeto for $230,000?
Now I want to see this thing.
And then the reason I bring it up is because somebody just found Elvis Presley in her tights. I know it sounds weird.
Okay, it was $87,000 for the Charizard-shaped Cheeto. It's very impressive. It's got the wings, the tail, the head, the legs, everything.
All right, so this lady, she took off her tights, right? At the end of the day, she threw her tights on the floor.
Okay.
And she looks down at the tights. Guess what she saw?
What?
Elvis Presley. Right there on her floor in her tights. Same thing.
As she threw it down.
It's not food, but still, it's tights. If you look it up, I don't think it looks like Elvis. It looks like somebody holding a microphone. But the way it landed on the floor...
it's got his little head, and it looks like a little nose. There is no way that she did that and it just landed like that.
She said she's a younger gal. She's not an Elvis fan, but you know what? She might have to start listening to his music because of this.
I mean, she's a little cutie, but...
So maybe this is more popular. Like, have you ever looked at a chip or something like that and you're like, wow, this looks like the Mona Lisa. This looks like Mother Teresa.
I've heard of stories of this with toast.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen the likeness of a person, religious figure, maybe someone else? Maybe in the clouds. Remember back when we were younger, we look up at the clouds and be like, that looks like a dinosaur.
That's one of my favorite games.
That looks like this.
I still do that to this day.
What is it that you saw? Who was it that you saw? Maybe we'll get a funny color too. Text as well, 320-656-9453. We got that coming up with Chris and Chelsea. So have you ever seen the likeness of a person, maybe a celebrity, somebody you know, in maybe a food item that you were consuming? Maybe like this lady, you threw your tights on the floor and then it looked like Elvis Presley holding the microphone.
Like a big old pompadour. I don't know, man, the angle that it landed. Jamie just texted and she's like, do you remember the Jesus toast?
Yeah.
And I do, where somebody had made a piece of toast and they go to butter it and it looked like the face of Jesus right there.
I don't think I'm observant enough to even notice or even try to look at something. Like if I'm eating Cheetos, I'm eating those because I like them, not because I'm trying to find one that looks like somebody.
I am part of a Facebook group, and I'm glad Nicole brought this up too. It's where people, they see hearts in everyday life, and it could be like raindrops on the ground, or a snowball, or a cloud could have been in the shape of a heart, or they're at a store and there's like just little random heart shapes out there. And it's actually a really fun Facebook page.
I just find it amazing that when people list these like on eBay or like these
to sell them
auction websites, that people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for this stuff. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not worth that. It's a Cheeto, for crying out loud.
I think value is in the eye of the beholder. If they are interested in that and that's what they want to spend their money on, then that's what they're going to do.
So what have you seen? What's your story? 320-656-9453. Raquel, what did you see and where?
Yeah, so this first happened maybe like 2 years ago. I was walking my dog through this little park near my apartment, and I look over, and there's this tree. And at first I'm like, that tree looks odd, you know? And then I had to totally stop because I realized it looked exactly like Abraham Lincoln. And I mean exactly. Like tall, like long face, like the leaves looked like a beard, even that kind of like tired expression he had. And like, I'm just standing there staring at it while my dog's pulling on the leash like, please let me pee. And I'm like, you do not understand what's happening right now. So, yeah, I take a picture and send it to my sister, and she immediately texts back, why does that tree look disappointed in me?
Oh, funny.
So, yeah, like, I showed it to a few friends, and nobody laughed, but I thought it was hilarious. But now, every time I go back there and see the tree, I have to, like, salute it, because it's totally Honest Abe, you know?
You're like, hey, it's Honest Abe over there. Well, I did hear
That's
that.
hilarious.
Honest Abe, I don't think this is a myth. He actually had wooden dentures, didn't he?
That was George Washington, honey.
Oh, that was Joe. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, Honest Abe.
And I think his dentures sold for a lot, or they're at the Smithsonian.
Didn't he have wooden teeth too? I thought he did. I think all people had wooden teeth back in the day.
I don't.
No,
I think by that point the dentistry might have been a little bit better.
Okay.
Mike just texted. He's like, there are tons of Cheetos in the Hall of Fame. Do you remember Harambe, the gorilla?
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Harambe. So there was a Cheeto resembling the viral gorilla, and it sold for almost $100,000.
You've got to be kidding me.
Not even joking. And then Mike says also like Cheetos resembling Godzilla, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Loch Ness Monster were also on eBay selling for big bucks.
I think I'm eating Cheetos wrong. I'm going to go buy a bag now. It's because I'm fascinated.
We have a couple bags at home. This will be the new, like instead of unboxing, we'll do unbagging of Cheetos and try to find shapes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible live stream, but you never know. People watch dumber things. You know?
Ideas, take them or leave them.
I totally forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, Jared is up next. Jared, what's your story?
Yeah, hi. Okay. This is going to sound made up, but I swear on my life this happened. So I was on my lunch break, right, just chowing down on Doritos, and I look down, and there's a chip that looks just like Nicolas Cage.
Cool!
Like, I swear it had, like, the crazy face he makes in Face Off.
Oh, yeah!
So I show it to my coworker, and at first he's like, you're nuts, dude. But then he squints and goes, okay, wait, this chip kind of looks like it's going to scream.
Uh-huh.
So eventually, like, 4 of us gathered around this Dorito like it's, like, evidence from a crime scene. And then we start arguing over whether it's Nick Cage from Face Off or Nick Cage from National Treasure.
Oh.
So, yeah, I couldn't eat Nicolas Cage.
No.
Like, it just felt wrong. So I put it on a napkin and left it on my desk like a little shrine for 2 days till it went stale. Like, at that point, it felt like he suffered enough. So I threw them away.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if anybody would want a Dorito that looks like Nicolas Cage.
So I know the meme that he's talking about. I know that crazy face that he's making with the wide eyes and stuff. Oh, that'd be wild. I wouldn't want to eat that either.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask. I don't know how, like, not Doritos, I know how they're made. Like, how are Cheetos made? They don't have specific molds, right? They could be any shape, obviously.
They're always a bunch of... They used to remind me of... Remember Bam Bam from Flintstones?
Yeah.
His little club that he would carry around? That's what I thought Cheetos were. Like little Bam Bam clubs.
So it's not like they're throwing in a mold of some celebrity hoping that somebody's going to find it.
That's what makes it even more special.
That would be a great marketing idea for those guys to sell more bags.
Oh, here's another person. They said Michael Jordan, Jumpman, Cheeto.
Oh, come on.
Sold for thousands.
All right, I want some Cheetos now just because it sounds good and I'm hungry.
And another one shaped like the iconic Nike logo.
But I also want to make $100,000. So I'm going to go
Can we make custom Cheetos? Can we make like a Chris and Chelsea Cheeto?
What would they look like? A bunch of goons?
Yeah, pretty much. Would people want to eat our faces?
Probably.
That'd be fun.
You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.